tonight of the National Bangers, which at the moment makes up an 11-race programme, finishing off with a Destruction Derby. Now we are a little bit earlier than the normal 5 o'clock on a Saturday, and that's because we are having a great parade tonight of some of the material that you're going to be seeing out here this evening. And quite fitting that the first couple of cars, or the first 3 cars that you will see are in the spudgun colours. Of course, Lauren, who very rarely misses a meeting these days, and the Back to Basic Bangers, or the Rookie Bangers, and there she is leading out the runners in 713 here tonight. Very special cars, of course, and that was put together by Turkish, who of course is very close with Lauren. 713 then leads the field round here, and the first of today's runners in the Grand Parade. Behind that, of course, also very much related with 613 right behind those, the next of the cars, which is Chris Davis, regular in the Back to Basics. And of course, he actually had his first win a few weeks ago in that, so we go from strength to strength from there. We wish Chris the very best of luck tonight. Uncle, of course, was Mark, so ironically, actually, Turkish is following him out in 18 as well, in his familiar colours. Also, 309 in behind those is Andy Oliver, also in those colours here this evening. Mark Doughty in 306, special cars for him tonight. 121 is Del Bishops, who's next. The Anthill mob represented as well. 724, the next of those cars. And Alex Stride in 37, some old beast. I'm not sure there's going to be too many speed trials won tonight, but we should get plenty of action. Ollie Millen in 824 and 724, the aforementioned Glenn North. Matt in 924, a very smart car for 487. Just in behind those is Sean Blank. And then Tony Boy in 118, Tony Chapman, who is there racing tonight. The Souters always never let us down. They're here in force tonight. Carl in 288, 959, Simples is next up. He's there, 959 is Aaron Kean, 87. Talking of great names, of course, in the sport, Harry following on the Linfield name. I think he only came back, as I say in commentary every time, as a one-off, and here he is, several meetings down the line, still racing back in the class. There's Trevor Wright in 380, behind that, number 84, which is, of course, Jack Ansell, Bleach and Peach. Bleach, one of a couple of people that have done an awful lot of work behind tonight. Jerry, of course, who was a regular racer himself in the National Bangers here back in the day. Of course, we see his boy Peach racing these days. Both, I think, will probably have a go at some point tonight. Tom Lindgren in 174 is next. Ash Reynolds in number 2. Behind that is another Souter, 784 is next, which I imagine is Tommy Killick racing here tonight. It is Sussex man. Behind that is 130, Daniel Cook, and 553 is beyond those. Jethro 528, another regular of the National Banger scene for many, many years. He's there in 528. Making his way round the house and then 2 classes of cars tonight, which I don't think will be mixed, you never know. Historic stock cars, the other class that we'll see race this evening. I'm not sure whether or not they're going to come out or not. Breno is out in 537, top East Anglian racer back in the 90s, 2000s, when the East Anglians really struggled against the South, but Breno and of course Amit always used to be there or thereabouts. So Martin back out tonight in 537, good man. Always good to see him back. Nostalgic look back through the years of the National Banger scene when you see Breno out there in 537. He is also part of the entry tonight. Now I did speak with Team Annette earlier on, and obviously a very emotional day for those, so I didn't want to actually chat out here in front of you, and why would they when they look like you lot do. But in all seriousness, said thank you very much for all for being here and being part of this very special night. And a little bit like we had at Milton a few weeks ago when we had Tom talking to us. It was about drivers enjoying themselves old school style, and rather than going on a wrecking spree and going flat out down the straight, they just wanted everybody to come home safe and have a great night. So I think words where teams are pretty irrelevant actually mean plenty. So thanks to the NX team for their part in this. We mentioned Bleach, Marco as well, Mark Lenister, who of course many of you that have been coming here for a number of years will remember not only from the National Bangers but also stock cars as well. He's the other man along with Bleach that has put an awful lot of work in behind the scenes to try and get the action here tonight. So that's just a handful of some of the cars we're going to be seeing. There were a few that were caught up in traffic and late arrivals, so we'll see them as they come out as the evening progresses. And a good field of historic stock cars who were excellent here a few weeks ago when they raced. Very good at Aldershot as well on the Jubilee meeting a couple of weeks ago. They're here in fine force and quite apt really, as we say, because there are so many in that class that race in the National Bangers down the years, and of course many will have had connection with Spudgun and the NX family. Now, if you are here for the first time, which I find hard to believe, just a reminder that on the home straight you'll find a track shop that is open for business with a whole host of National Banger merchandise available there, DVDs, various other things. Our excellent photography, Matt Ball, Race Pixels. His shop is here at Arlington, right next door to that. So if you are a connoisseur of banger racing and a big fan of those, then you will find pictures of your favourite drivers down there, both in winning and action mode. If you're after food and drink, plenty of options around the raceway for you over by the pit gates. We have food and drink there aplenty with the fairground theme, burgers and other items very much up for grabs there, right next to the bar. And at the opposite end of the Howsham end of the circuit, again, Shelley's unit, always proving very, very popular and open throughout the course of the night. On the home straight, at the bottom of our stairs, you'll find sweets, teas and coffees and various other things. So plenty of food and drink for you here this evening. Right, race one will be lining up very, very shortly in a vague attempt to get underway at 5 o'clock, but not quite as important tonight. With a bit of time in hand, we still have 6 minutes before the scheduled 5 o'clock time. We'll get those cars round and get ready to send them away for the first action of the night.